I am Annabelle. Subscribe to our channel.
4.
Goth boy Prince has returned to investigate one of the most terrifying haunted dolls ever discovered. Inside this abandoned room filled with silent dolls, something is about to happen that even he never expected. Among all the dolls in the room, 2 immediately capture his attention. As he focuses the camera on them, one appears to make a slight movement that leaves everyone completely stunned. He asks the dolls to prove their presence by activating the ghost meter. Seconds later, the lights begin changing colors, and the tension inside the room quickly starts to rise. At the exact moment the meter reaches red, something unbelievable happens. One of the dolls appears to move, creating a chilling moment many believe could be genuine paranormal evidence.
Hide it back up the ramp. Look. Look.
No! Bring that camera over here!
Oh, he moved! Take this!
Look.
I'm scared!
But the strange events are far from over. Moments later, a glowing orb appears near the doll's foot and slowly drifts through the air, raising even more questions. As the mysterious orb appears, the paranormal equipment begins reacting wildly. Flashing lights fill the room, and nobody can explain what is causing the sudden activity. Determined to get a response, Goth boy Prince places both hands on the doll. Almost immediately, the ghost meter becomes active again, as if something is reacting to his touch. The longer he maintains contact with the doll, the stronger the activity becomes. The flashing lights continue without stopping, creating an atmosphere of pure dread. Then, the moment he lets go of the doll, everything stops. The meter instantly shuts off, and the room falls into an eerie silence that feels even more disturbing. Later, Goth boy Prince claimed that this haunted doll sleeps beside his bed. Whether he was joking or not, one terrifying question remains. If the doll is truly haunted, what is it watching while he sleeps? July 23, 2018. 3 paranormal investigators arrived at a forgotten house hidden deep within a quiet town. Locals claimed the home had driven an entire family into madness before being abandoned for more than 15 years. Nobody would reveal the exact location. The town wanted the house forgotten, but stories of slamming doors, phantom footsteps, and unexplained voices continued long after the family disappeared. Inside the house, they came across a disturbing sight. A broken doll with its eyes missing had been left lying on the floor, as if someone had deliberately torn it apart. The house looked untouched. Dirty dishes remained in the kitchen, and holiday decorations still hung from the walls, suggesting the family had left suddenly without warning. Then something strange happened. The camera unexpectedly lost focus, as if an invisible figure had stepped directly in front of the lens. Even stranger, the distortion vanished the moment he mentioned it, almost as though whatever was there wanted him to notice its presence. While exploring an unstable room, two loud squeaks echoed through the silence. The sound seemed to come from somewhere nearby, yet nothing could be seen. As he turned to investigate, the camera blurred once more. The timing was unsettling and difficult to dismiss as a simple technical problem.
Feel very comfortable. Oh, lovely. Very, very lovely. All right, guys, so, oh my gosh, Sonny.
8 days later, Sonny returned alone. The summer night was warm, but the moment he stepped inside, an unnatural chill swept through the house. The sudden drop in temperature felt impossible to explain. Even the hairs on his arms appeared to rise as though something unseen had entered the room. While attempting to communicate with the house, a lone glowing orb drifted through the darkness. It was the only one seen during the entire investigation.
Hello?
Down.
Moments later, strange noises led him toward another room. Cabinets that had previously been closed now stood open without explanation.
Wait.
Earlier in the night, the shower curtain had been completely closed. Nothing appeared unusual as Sonny continued deeper into the house. 5 minutes later, everything had changed. The curtain was now pulled back, despite nobody entering the room. Heart pounding, he cautiously stepped closer. The silence felt oppressive, as though something was waiting just beyond the darkness. Then a chilling voice emerged from the darkness, clear, unmistakable, and repeated several times. It sounded as though someone was standing right beside him.
Hello?
I'm here.
The voice whispered only 3 words, "I'm here," over and over again. If the family truly experienced this, their decision to flee suddenly becomes terrifyingly understandable. To this day, nobody has returned to live inside the Bradford house. Whether haunted or not, the mystery surrounding the abandoned home remains unsolved.
2.
For more than 20 years, this terrifying doll has been rumored to be haunted. Tonight, paranormal investigator Izzy Centric is about to test whether the stories surrounding this cursed object are truly real. The doll sits silently in its miniature classroom desk. At first glance it seems harmless, but many believe something dark has been hiding inside this plastic shell for decades. To find answers, Izzy scans the doll using specialized ghost hunting equipment designed to detect unusual energy believed to be connected to paranormal entities. Almost immediately, the detector begins reacting. Strange readings appear without explanation, suggesting that something unusual may be present near the doll.
Is this you here? What the? Are you kidding me?
As the readings continue, Izzy attempts direct communication. The room grows noticeably tense while he waits to see if anything will answer back. Soon, his wife joins the investigation. She immediately recognizes the doll because it once belonged to her during childhood. Even as a child, she never felt comfortable around it. Something about the doll always seemed wrong, leaving her with a feeling she could never explain. She begins asking questions of her own. For several moments there is no reaction, and the investigation appears to be reaching a dead end.
Are you still here? Just not doing it anymore.
Then she decides to provoke the doll with a simple insult. What happens next becomes the most unsettling moment of the entire investigation. The moment the insult is spoken, the detector erupts with activity. The timing is so precise that it becomes difficult to dismiss as mere coincidence.
Oh, little wuss.
Say what?
Said little wuss. Ooh, didn't like that, did you?
Whether this was genuine paranormal activity or something else entirely remains unknown. But if a spirit truly inhabits this doll, hopefully it never finds a way to leave its prison. This story began when Lad 1 first noticed strange sounds coming from his apartment. Late at night, when everything was completely silent, he heard faint dripping noises near the closet, too subtle to ignore, yet impossible to explain logically. He decided to get closer. With every step, the sound became clearer. It felt like something behind the door was breathing, or slowly announcing its presence. Still, there was no logical explanation for what he was hearing. As he reached out to open the door, he suddenly stopped. An unsettling feeling filled the air, a mix of fear and curiosity. It was as if the closet itself was resisting, warning him not to proceed. At that moment, a knock came from inside the closet. Not just a sound, but a response, as if whatever was inside had fully noticed his presence and was now acknowledging him.
Okay, that's not...
A few nights later, he returned, but something had changed. The closet door was slightly open, as if something inside had pushed it and then stopped. The silence no longer felt safe. It felt threatening. Slowly, the closet door began to open on its own. No one was touching it. He just stood there, trapped between disbelief and fear, unable to find any rational explanation for what he was witnessing. When the light finally reached inside, there was only darkness. But in the corner, something was sitting there, small, motionless, and deeply unsettling. Something that should not have been there at all. It was an old doll inside the closet, but something about it felt wrong. Its presence was heavy, as if it was more than just an object, something that carried an unseen, disturbing energy. For a brief moment, the image blurred. When it came back into focus, the closet was empty. No doll, no presence, as if whatever was there had intentionally hidden itself or was never real at all. And in the end, The closet slowly closed by itself. No sound, no explanation. Radlad 1 still doesn't know what he saw that night, but one thing became certain. Some doors are never meant to be opened,